What a steak. All right, boys and girls. The reason why I'm going live is because I did a video earlier, and I don't know what it is. I've updated the app. I've uninstalled it. I don't know. I don't know. I got good Wi-Fi service. I put a cell phone tower up in my yard. It's a 100-foot tower. I mean, I got good. I tried to load this video about 3 o'clock, maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock. And it was about a 10-minute video. And it's still trying to load. It's like 12%. So seems like the live is where it's at. So I hope everybody's doing good. I'm just gonna show you this progress on the 68 C10. And then we're gonna go from there. All right, let me get my fingerprints off the screen. All right, boys and girls. So let me get back here and I'll show you. So this is where I'm at. I had 2 pieces of keel mat left, so I heated that up and I put it down. So tomorrow or tonight, it's 6 o'clock here, so I'm about to finish up, go inside, eat, sit down and make a list of parts, order the parts, invoice the client for this week and for all the parts I'm going to order, and that's how it rolls. So got the dyno or keel mat down. You get this from Amazon. Anybody doing a square body or a C10 truck, it takes 2 boxes to do a whole truck. When I say the whole truck, it takes 2 boxes to go from here all the way up the firewall. It takes 2 boxes. Actually a box and a half. So it's the big box. So I don't know how many squares in that box, but nevertheless. So everything's been undercoated or bed lined. The bottom of the truck and the top of all this has been bed lined all the way up behind the dash, all that good stuff way back when. So there's the old seat. So I'm gonna show you what I got going on. I gotta pull this computer. I gotta unplug that from the harness and pull it up through that hole. So I have the harness in there. So let me show you. So here is the Terminator Max computer. This is the map sensor. I have to run a vacuum line from this to the bottom of the intake. What's up, Boom Diggs? I don't know what that other stuff is. I can't even. So I cut a hole. I cut an ellipse hole or elongated hole. I will put a grommet there, so don't be freaking out. So here is the amplifier for the retro sound for the radio. I got fingerprints on my screen. Y'all just hold on one second. Sorry about that. All right, so here's the amplifier. I made a bracket. Now, once all this is set up and everything's done, I'll take all this apart. I'll paint this bracket. This bracket, I welded these studs or bolts to the back side of them, and then run through there. So it's not going nowhere. So this is why I put a 4-wheel drive tunnel in this 2-wheel drive truck, because it's removable. So here is the flange for the shifter. I put that flange up there, marked where it needed to go. I drilled 1 hole, then I took my aerosoled the hole out, put it back down there. Here is the boot. This boot is actually for a 4-speed truck, but it'll work. So you got first, second, third, fourth, fifth. It's got a hydraulic clutch, so there's reverse. So it's a short throw American Powerhouse transmission. So I will get some little eyelets where I can grab right here. I'll use this bolt to grab the eyelet to hold the wire and harness there. I'll take, in this bolt here, I'll grab and put a loop right there, and then that will be good. So here is the harness for the courtesy light for the glove box, but the glove box will be a short, it won't be a full glove box because you got the AC. It'll only be a box about yay deep. So I'll put that light in there. This is the plug for the light. These are the kick panels. I just screwed these kick panels here in place. Just for reference, I run the speaker wire. I run it all the way through here. I come in the back. I shrink wrapped. I soldered all the speaker wires. I shrink wrapped all of them. This is what's left. So you have rear, green and black is rear, and then you have purple and black is rear, and then purple is right rear. So these are all the rear speakers wires. There is this piece that turned out really, really nice on that part. So what I did on the front speakers is, there's two little speakers in this thing right here. You got two 100-watt speakers. You got one on the left, one on the right. So what I did is I wired the one on the right with this speaker and the one on the left with that speaker. Now I don't have these 6x9 or 6.5s yet, so I have to get those. So these are retro pods right here. They're for 6.5 speakers. So these are retro pods. I got those. There's all this wire loom. I'm gonna tell you how much wire loom I used. All right, let's go back over here on this side. So tomorrow I'll finish up the fuel line for the front. So on this side, so here's the boot. Everything's good to go. This comes in, this is the computer, this is the computer. These plugs here is for if it had an automatic transmission. So not using those, so it doesn't matter. I have to get a brake light switch to put on the brakes. I have to get a spring. This is the power wire for the amp. So I have to figure out how I am going to tie that into the new fuse block. Now, it has to be on a key source. This red and white wire, that is a key source. So what I'm thinking about doing is getting another, see that's not fused, and I don't like running any wires that's not fused. So I'm thinking about coming out of that ignition box right there where that red wire's at, coming out with another box, another fuse box, a small one, tie into that, and then run that off of a key fused for that one. Not sure yet. So this right here, this yellow wire, is for an ignition wire, 12-volt source. So there is some of the wiring harness that I didn't even use because I'm using that control box and that module. So I'm going to go through the wiring harness and find out where is a key 12-volt source that I did not use for the gauge cluster because it has a digital gauge cluster instead of the factory gauge cluster, and tie into, see if it's the same. See, this is 14 gauge. I have to find out if it's the same 14 gauge because you want to keep the wires. You don't want to go smaller because this wire here is not long enough to go to the battery. But what I might do, I just thought about it, what I might do is I might run it back through here and grab onto the distribution block that's on the frame rail that is a fuse block for the starter. there's a big block on the frame rail. You probably can't see it. I probably can't get on there and show you, but it's a big block, and it has the battery wire coming in. It came with the wiring harness, and then it has two 80-amp fuses, and then off of that, I come off of it with another power block so I could get power for other stuff, and then that is fused. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. Since there's plenty enough wire that's coming there, I'm gonna just go back through there, run it through wire loom, and go from there and do that. So that's about it on that part. I built the rear harness. This is the rear harness right here for everything. Yes, it's a truck. It's a 68 C10. So here's the wiring harness for everything at the rear. I have to take all those wires and put into this loom to clean it up. There is the power wire for the battery and the ground. Also, these ground straps. Grounds are very, very, very important. Grounds, very good grounds. Grounds will cause a lot of problems. If you don't have a good ground, you're gonna have problems. So these ground straps, I have one on this side. I'm gonna put another one on this side. This will be to the bed. I have two on the cab. I have two on the engine block, and I have two on the core support. By doing that, everything is grounded, so you don't have anything to worry about. Grounds, 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 grounds. The other day when I was talking about them heat shrinks, these are heat shrinks, right? You put this on here, you heat this up, it clamps down. You don't have to use clamps no more, right? So if you're not using A&N fittings, you can use these clamps, and these son of guns will not go away, I promise you. So I'm going to go up the road. I'm going to finish the fuel line. I got the fuel line run all the way to, this is the return. So this comes in, it goes to the fuel rail, and then what's not used goes back into the tank. So this is a Boyd fuel cell. That fuel pump in there handles up to 1,000 horsepower. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to go uptown and get some 110 100 octane low lead. So I'm gonna go get some 100 octane, and I'm gonna put it in this tank. Once I get all the fuel lines done, which is up here at the front, let me turn my light out so the battery don't go dead. I got to do this fuel line here. I got to run the fuel line from here to here, and then I got to go back and check all the fittings, make sure everything's tight, make sure there's O-rings where they're supposed to be, make sure, put some Loctite thread sealer on that, do all that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the fuel pump via my power probe to purge the system to see if I got any leaks, and then we'll go from there. So I know it, and here's the fuel line that I have to use for up here. So been on here for about 13 minutes. So this is a 5-speed from American Powertrain. It's been beefed up to handle the horsepower of the engine. Has a G-force clutch. It's a lot of stuff. I had to put the fuel lines in, or the accelerator pedal cable, return spring. I have to hook up the hydraulic. It has this truck, I put a under the dash hydraulics. So this right here cleans up everything. So if you want to put a third pedal, the skinny pedal in anything, go to under dash hydraulics, and they sell pedal assemblies that bolt up to a regular assembly, even if it was an automatic, and you have a hydraulic clutch slave cylinder hooked up to the pedal, and it is the cat's moyow, okay? I bet nobody don't know what that right there is. So that's about that. So now let me tell you about wire loom. So this wire loom, this flex, right? So I bought $25, and 25, 75 foot. I have used 75 foot of 1/2 inch wire loom, and I have used 50 foot of 1 inch wire loom, and I still am not done. I still have 3 boxes of these and 2 boxes of these. And here's that wire loom. This is 1 inch, and this is why I like using this. Go to Amazon. It's called Alex Tech Split Sleeve. This right here is good stuff. So here's a little tip. Where's my scissors? Where's my scissors? I'll show y'all something real quick. So when you're running wires, let me show you this right here. I don't even know where my scissors is at. Where in the world? Let's get a razor blade. I'll show you. Here's a little trick. Somebody might know it, somebody not know it. I'm sorry. I'm so tired of modifying. I'm so tired of modifying old shit. Maybe I'll get my passion back. Oh no, this is a driver. Check engine, this is a driver. No trailer queen. The guy, the client that I'm building this for, he drives, he's already talking about putting a Pro Charger or twin turbos on it, and we ain't even fired up. I ain't even got to where I'm at on the thing now. The engine made like 900 to the flywheel on motor engine. So it's naturally aspirated, and he's already talking about daggone putting a Pro Charger or twin turbos or. I said, man, let me. It's gonna be a wheel burner. I mean, it's gonna burn the tires off of it. I mean, but he's rough on stuff. I mean, he's rough. I mean, he drives it, burnouts, donuts. I mean, he's something else. It is a 6.0 block that TKM Performance built, and billet everything. Rods, crank, has titanium valves, has 2.25 intake valves. I mean, it's stupid bananas. I mean, it's crazy. Look up TKM Performance, TKM Performance, and they're in Denton, North Carolina. And just look out Kevin Mullins and them. I mean, they build insane stuff, insane. They've broke so many world records, it ain't even funny. Tom, what are you talking about? You tired of modifying old stuff? All right, so here's a little tip. I don't want to be on here too long. So here's the tip. So you get this wire loom, right? So like if you're running all the wires, right? You're running wires through, and you gotta, this wire comes off and goes this way. Well, if you just try to pull it out like that, then it's gonna kink up. So what you do is you'll take, and if you'll slit it like that right there, so the wire can relax and come out this way. With another wire loom, say you had a smaller bunch of wires, right, that's coming out like that, like a Y. And then you run in these wires going there. Right there at that point, if you'll take a zip tie, and loop it like what I just did, right? So take the zip tie, and don't put the zip tie like that, straight around. Take the zip tie and loop it back around itself, almost like, let me show you. Like that. So like that, exit on the back, and then loop it like that, right? Then when you pull it tight, what it's doing is, it put an X on the backside, like that, and you loop it around like that, and then the wire's coming out like that, and then you pull the zip tie tight, right? Do the exact same thing when this one is coming out this way. Do the exact same thing of that, then snip these off, and then take 1-inch black electrical tape, but I've only done this for 20 years, so what would I know? What are you talking about? Tom, you lost me, man, and you lost everybody else. I don't know what you're talking about. You said, this is what you said. I am so tired of modifying old shit, ... Maybe I'll get my passion back someday. And then you said, but I've only done this for 20 years, so what would I know? Nobody said you didn't know anything. Nobody didn't say nothing. Nobody said you didn't know anything. You asked me what engine it was. I told you what engine it was. It's a 6.0 block that was bored out, stroked, and the only thing that they used was a stock block, or not a stock block, but they used a block, and then everything else was built. So either you didn't hit send on whatever message you were sending, or you was keeping it to yourself and hoping everybody else could figure out what you was talking about. So when you come back out with this way, you wrap it up, and then you wrap electrical tape around like that, and that keeps that section there pretty tight. So that's about that. I'll show you on a piece. So yeah, it's always me. It's my fault. Yeah. Let's see if I can find. Well, on this one right here, say I come out like that and then brought this fusible link out here, and then I put the electrical tape here and there, so that holds pressure on that. Same thing with here, where you can see this wire went one way and then it split because this was a plug, and then it went the other way. So maybe that'll help somebody out or whatnot. But anywho's, next adventure is I got to order a bunch of grommets, and then here's the wiring for the compressor. This is the wiring kit package for the AC compressor. Probably there's probably a lot of this not going to use because that wiring harness, that powerhouse harness that he ordered for the truck already has a lot of this stuff in it. So I'll just use what is needed and then save the rest of it. So that's about it, boys and girls. Oh, somebody just asked gauge cluster. Here's the gauge cluster for it. So look, y'all know what that is? That's an AC O-ring. So if that's it, boys and girls, shot. It's coming along. Jason over there. Yeah, I was fixing to shut it down. Yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe by the new year, can spin it over, disable the fuel system or the electrical or the ignition system, spin it over and see if everything's going good. The engine's been broke in, but I need to just get it up, just to crank it, to turn it over to see if it fires up, and then hook up to the computer. Well, it has a handheld already on it to see what's going on. If I can get it to fire up, should be good to go. There's a few things I need to button up, before we get to that point. Because it's still, they broke they fired the engine up, ran it, done that stuff, drained all the oil, put break-in oil in it, or their type of oil that they use. And then Kevin at TKM, he said, there's no need in breaking it in, just bring it up to regular heat cycle and you'll be fine. So it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be loud. 3-inch exhaust all the way out with little bitty MagnaFlow blow through mufflers, or big muffler pipes, or whatever you want to call them. So stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button. What's up, Benz? Hope you're doing well. Hey, does anybody, let me ask this question. Is anybody on here from UK, Ireland, Norway, anywhere over there in that area? The reason why I'm asking is because there's a company in Norway that sells boots and shoes. And they have a set of boots that I've been looking at that I'd like to have. But Jason, you in the UK, North Wales? Is that what you say? Is that what I'm hearing? So Jason, go to my community post when this is over. Go to my community post. Okay, all right. So check this out. I have a question, and I gotta be careful asking this question because I don't want to get in trouble. So go to my community page or go to the community site on this channel where you can post, right? Daily stuff, right? I just posted a while ago. There is a company in Norway that sells boots and shoes. And those boots and shoes are made with seal skin, right? So I clicked on it, and they will not ship to the United States. But a little birdie told me that means that the company can't ship. Now my question is to you: can somebody, like, if you was going to ship me something, would those rules still apply? Like, let's say you bought a pair of those boots for my birthday and you was going to send them to me as a gift. Or I came to North Wales and visit and I forgot my boots. Can you drop ship me those boots? Does that work like that? Or is that... What's going to cost a fortune? To ship them or to get a pair of boots? It's no... Not necessarily. Just looking, not necessarily. I have shipped stuff to Ireland, Germany. My buddy sells dogs, sells beagles. He just sent 4 beagles, champion beagles, 2 to Ireland, 1 to Israel, and 1 to Belize. And he shipped a dog, so it's not really that bad. All right, so Jason, yeah, we can buy from Europe then ship. So Jason, what are you saying? If you bought something and had it shipped to your house or your business, then you repackaged it and shipped it from there to me, you can do that? Because I'd hate to get on a plane and fly all the way to Norway and buy a pair of boots and then fly all the way back. Hey, Jason, hey, my shop email is jginnovationgarage@gmail.com. Shoot me an email and let's talk. Let's chat. Because let's chat. So my shop page, jginnovationgarage, no S, @gmail.com. Shoot me an email and let's talk about it. because I really want a pair of those boots, man. I really do. I mean, it don't get cold enough here for that. But going duck hunting and stuff like that, man, them things is waterproof. Yeah. Holy crap, man, we up to 140 people on here. How about that? Well, that's all I was going to show you, boys and girls. Make sure to come back next Wednesday. Hit the notification bell. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Next Wednesday, we'll finish up chapter 4 in the textbook. And then depending on what I get done tomorrow, if I get a lot of stuff done tomorrow, took care of, I'll go live again and keep you guys updated. But I'll constantly keep posting up reels, little short reels, and let you know. And we'll go from there. Remember what I said, boys and girls? Y'all know what I said, right? Hold on. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. I bought car parts, then sent them all over. I'm in the tuning game here. I think you was on here before, wasn't you, Jason? Because I remember that profile picture. You was on here before talking about tuning and stuff like that. So shoot me an email, man. Shoot me an email. Let's stay in contact with each other, man. Shoot me an email, and if you got Facebook, man, that's right. I remember you do own a. That's right, you do own a body shop. Hey, look, shoot me a. Hey, wasn't you doing a quarter or something on a BMW not too long ago, or was that somebody else? Was that you? Hey, shoot me an email if you're on Facebook, man. Go to my shop page. And we can talk back and forth through Messenger on my shop page if you don't want to shoot me an email. So go to Facebook. Most people don't have Facebook. Go to Facebook, go to my shop page, hit the follow button on Facebook on the shop page, and then send me a message, and then the computer, the IA, will automatically generate a reply, and then I'll get on there and I'll reply back to you. Yeah. Is my name really Jeremy? Is your name really Eddie? All right, boys and girls, I appreciate you. Remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, give me a sub, give me a subscribe, hit the subscribe button. And Ben's has give out free memberships, and there is a video that members can only see where a guy called me Karen at Walmart, which was hilarious. So hit the subscribe button, trying to hit 2,000 before. Trying to hit 2,000 before the first of the year. Yeah, that one was done. I'm doing a front tub on a Porsche now. All fun. All gravy, baby. All gravy. Yeah, I thought that name was familiar, man. I appreciate you coming back. Everybody that's come, all the people that's back, Ben's, somebody else is on here too. Who else? Boom Diggs. I appreciate you coming back. Appreciate the support. Hey, hit the subscribe button and remember, hit the notification bell, because next Wednesday I go live and finish up the chapter 4 for people that, don't want to have to pay to go to college to get the information. I'll give it to you for free. We all started somewhere. And Jason, he chimed in too last time we was here. So we're all in it together. And hope to see you. Remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first at Loose End Drag. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I'm out. I appreciate you, Jason. Appreciate you, boy. All right, Eddie, I about lost you. My grandpa was a mechanic. The jacket is cool as hell. I'm from Texas. I'm from North Carolina. Yeah, that's my name, man. That's the real deal. That's my name. That's my government name. That's my government name. How they say, that's my government name. I appreciate you, boys and girls. Eddie, come back next time, buddy. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Let me know what you think. Remember what I said, boys and girls. Don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else. Put God first at Loose End Drag. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I'm out.